Are you looking to take your construction business to the absolute next level? Well, then in this video, I'm going to break down 10 super costly mistakes that you really don't want to make. So keep watching. Number one is poor quality control. You really got to keep a handle on this, as it's going to be crucial in your construction business if you want to build a legacy over time to manage the quality. Without the right materials, without the right inspections, without the right qualified architects, engineers, and staff and team members and vendors on your team, your project might fail over time, and you really don't want that to happen. So you should always strive for the highest level of quality and quality control. You gotta QC everything if you want to be successful. Your goal is to deliver high quality standards from start to finish for every single client. Number two is inadequate insurance coverage. You gotta have the proper insurance if you're gonna be a general contractor or any type of contractor or any type of business owner, but specifically for the construction industry, you wanna have general liability, you gotta have the right workers' comp, maybe a commercial auto policy, and you might want a really good umbrella coverage, because if something was to happen, it could be really catastrophic for your business if you don't have the proper insurance in place. So I'd recommend talking to a really qualified insurance professional to make sure you're getting the proper insurance for your business. Number three is not tracking your projects properly. You gotta have a micro and a macro level of tracking on all your projects and your company as a whole, but to ensure success. This is essential to keeping your projects on track and avoiding costly mistakes or delays. So if you're not tracking your expenses, how do you know that you're drastically going over budget? That is a big problem. Number four is not having the proper equipment. It may be tempting to go get that cheap piece of equipment, but if it's not ultimately what you need to get the job done, it's going to cost you more money in the long run. If you have a tool or piece of equipment that's breaking down and it's all these costly repairs and it's always needing all these things to get it actually running, you're spending more money on labor at that point. You're losing time and precious budget, timeline, everything goes out the window. Number five is neglecting customer service. This is everything. Everything about your business is all about customer service. This is the core of your business. If you don't have happy clients, you're not going to have a happy business. If you're not responding quickly enough to questions or concerns, this is a problem. Poor customer service may lead to unhappy clients, which is going to spread the word negatively around town about your business. And this, my friend, is going to affect your reputation as well as your business's reputation. Both are crucial for success. So be proactive with your customer service and make it an absolute priority, and you will be successful. Number six is underestimating your labor cost. This may sound like, okay, yeah, I'm going to put enough hours in for the job, but what about all the extra benefits and taxes? And have you ever even thought about equipment and tool costs that go along with labor hours? Sometimes you have to provide your workers with the right tools to go along with their labor, right? Then you have to purchase and maintain and upkeep all the tools that you buy. In part one, we talked about always training your employees, but have you calculated that into your labor cost? Certifications, trainings, you got to calculate that into how much it costs for you for labor. And what about overtime? Overtime is super crucial to account for at least some sort of contingency, or just put it in your labor number that you may go over time and you have to pay people for overtime. And what about per diem and transportation and lodging costs if it's a job that's not in your hometown? So make a little list of everything I just mentioned and come up with some things that match what you need in your company, and make sure you're including that in your labor expense costs. Number seven is failing to hire quality subcontractors. Quality subcontractors, they come with their own expertise and their experience that are actually going to get this job done correctly and right. It's going to make your whole business streamline if you just hire the right subcontractor. They might not always be the cheapest, but I would strongly recommend going for the best subcontractor so your construction company as a whole will be the best. A quality subcontractor can even help you with scheduling issues and work around different problems and help even, prepare for other trades. They're going to have a whole different mindset than someone that's just low bid, cheapest guy, just trying to make a dollar, get in, doesn't care about you, your project, the other trades. So always hire quality subcontractors that have you and your interests in mind as well as theirs. And I do have another video about how to find subcontractors. You can find that on my channel. Number 8 is not prioritizing safety. And this may be a boring topic. Yeah, be safe. I get it. But make sure you're OSHA compliant. Make sure you guys are strapped onto the roof because it could really hurt you if there was something to happen. So even if you're a smaller company, always still prioritize safety. It's got to be number one top important thing. Number 9 is not creating a detailed project schedule. This could really, really hurt you because how are you going to know when you have to order things ahead of time? Like everything's going to be delayed and not show up on time. How does a framer know that he needs nails? How does the framer know he needs wood? Like you have to schedule framing and then know that you need to order all the materials needed for that specific trade ahead of time so you can forecast and not go over budget or go over your timeline. Within our project management software, we actually even assign like the plumbing rough and the plumbing trim, we assign the subcontractor, our plumber, to both of those items and they can approve, like say, yes, I'm gonna be there and show up. And then the superintendent, of course, is texting them, calling them, whatever he needs to do just to make sure that they're gonna be there tomorrow or on Thursday if it's Tuesday, stuff like that. Number 10 is not tracking expenses properly. You really do need to keep a detailed log in your accounting software, your project management software of all the expenses specifically to that job per division of construction. Or if it's overhead, then it's going to go on your profit and loss as overhead. By doing this, you're going to be able to forecast and project any future potential problems or budget overruns if you're knowing what's happening and if you can kind of project what you're going to think you're going to spend on framing or whatever that each specific item is, then you can really plan ahead. It's vital as well to track your estimated versus actuals. What did you actually spend and what did you estimate? Know the difference. And hopefully you spend less than what you actually thought. Then you make more money. A major tip on expense tracking is have all your staff do it the same way, which in my internal systems template you can get on jesselane.com. I literally have every single system for a construction business. It's my business that I've built for the last decade and a half in a box for you to buy for a very fair price. And a part of that is my expense tracking platform, which you're absolutely going to love. It's going to streamline everything. Everything's going to be entered the same way into your accounting software. So check it out. And a quick little bonus tip is always be adaptable to new technology and changes within the technology industry. You really do risk falling behind if you're not using ChatGPT, if you're not using AI, if you're not getting the best construction software for managing your projects that you possibly can. All these things combined and you staying on the leading edge is really going to help you succeed massively. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you're subscribed, click the like button for me if you would, click the bell notification so you get notified of my new videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Thanks for watching.